Yo, what is up, my whispers? Val here to talk about the Dead by Daylight developer update in 2024 September. Now, I've been playing Dead by Daylight for a very long time. I kind of on and off, though, I will say. I don't play it like, religiously, or I don't play it a lot. But I do play a lot of Killer, and I play a little bit of Survivor here and there. And it looks like this update has something to do with Killer stuff. So I gotta read it. I gotta react to it. Anyway, let's read some stuff here. The next update features an especially large number of perk tweaks and reworks on top of our usual Killer tweaks and new features. In this post, we'll dig into each of the changes and share our reasoning behind them. Okay, move on. Finishing Mori. A major update to Finishing Mori's. Okay, the Killer can now perform a Mori on the final survivor without using an offering. See, I've heard of this before. I thought they had already implemented this, but I guess not. Maybe it was in a PTB or something. And moving on. New. Objects obstructing the camera during the Mori animation will fade away. Really? Now that's new. And I think that's actually good, because maybe someone wants to do a Mori highlight video. You never know. Anyway, rework. Memento Mori offerings have a new effect. Gain a large blood point bonus when performing a Mori. Okay. That's not bad. I think that's fine. I think that's a good. I think the new Mori system is better. Yeah, people are going to be mad that they can't kill everybody, which sucks. But I think they'll live. I think it should be a reward for someone to to basically get every survivor, hooked, etc., out of the game, and then have that last survivor, and then you get that sweet Mori at the end. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people will be angry though, because they won't be able to just Mori and have fun with that. Anyway, dev note: when the Finishing Mori system was tested previously, many found it so they did test this, in the surrounding gameplay changes to have too large of an effect on the match. Okay. We have scaled back this system to better suit what players expected from it. Killers now have the option to kill the final survivor if they choose. This will provide some visual flair and create a satisfying end to a match. That's exactly what I was saying, yep. Since this change would make Memento Mori offerings obsolete, we have reworked them to instead reward the killer with a large amount of blood points based on their rarity when a Mori is performed. That's pretty cool. I like that, because it kind of gives them the incentive to actually Mori, which is cool. We have also added a new mechanic which hides nearby objects when a Mori is happening to prevent rocks. Wait a minute. We have also added a new mechanic which hides nearby objects when a Mori is happening to prevent rocks, crates, and other things from rudely standing in their way. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was saying as well. Which is good. I'm glad he did that. Survivor perk. Oh, so there's also Survivor perks. They're also talking about Survivor perks. Okay. This effect will linger for a few seconds when out of range. So power of 2. Re-entering this range before the linger time expires will maintain the effects. Increase range to 8 to 12 to 16 meters. That was 12. Okay. Remove. It no longer has a cooldown. Okay. No longer deactivates when either survivor loses a health state. Oh. Okay. So the dev note is, this perk grants a speed boost to both survivors after healing, as long as they stick together. I think I've seen this in a video, in a DVD video. I think A-Run or whoever did a video together. That was really nice. This alone is pretty conditional. So we have removed the cooldown entirely. Okay. It is very conditional. It's very niche or niche perk. Remove the added deactivation clause to simplify the perk and make it feel better to use. Huh. We've also increased the range slightly to make it a little easier to maintain. I like it. I like the idea. Collective stealth. I don't know what this is. This effect will linger for a few seconds when out of range. Re-entering the range before the linger time expires will maintain the effects. Okay, so it's kind of like the same, right? I think the only difference is healing and staying near each other is... Oh, okay. So it's basically the same thing. It kind of just removed the same thing. And yeah, just to make it easier to use. I'm assuming the collective stealth has something to do with scratch marks or something. I don't know. I don't have the perk myself. Anyway, moving on. Minor update here for correction. Okay. Applies to survivors within 8 meters. Was cooperating on the same action. Prevented failed skill checks. Now become great skill checks. Was good skill checks. Death note corrective action. Previously only prevented progress lost from other survivors. Missed skill checks. Okay. This could be great when playing with a new friend, but not very useful for more experienced players. Okay. We have changed the result to a great skill check to provide a marginal progress boost whenever the perk activates, giving it some value in higher end matches. Okay. Very good. Okay. I like it. Inner focus. Increased aura reading. Duration to 6, 8 to 10 seconds. It was 3, 4, or 5. So that's a big buff. Huge buff. It removed a range requirement. Okay. This perk previously required you to be 32. Okay, so that means it doesn't require it now. Okay. So they've removed the condition. That's cool. I like that. This perk is going to be used a lot. Inner focus is going to be used a lot. That's a pretty good buff. We're going to live forever got buffed. Oh. Increase healing speed bonus to 150%. Holy crap. Whew. Survivors aren't left in the dying state often, so we want to make sure this perk is effective when the situation arises. I like it. Because you can use botany with that and like some other healing based perks. And yeah, that'll be a big boost. Anyway, they removed endurance effect no longer needs to be activated. Oh. Pretty good. Added a 30-second cooldown. Okay. The endurance aspect of the perk made the perk overly complicated to make use of, so we have replaced it with this cooldown instead. I like it. Good. Poised. Okay, when you first start repairing in Gen, see the killer's aura for 6 seconds. Okay. Okay. Increased duration to 10, 12, 14 seconds. So, like, basically it's a buff. So now you see them for a longer period. That's actually pretty good. To make poise more appealing, we're introducing a new effect in addition to the original one. When you first start repairing a generator, you'll see the killer's aura. This will help keep tabs on where they are throughout the match. We've also increased the duration of the original effect to help you cover more ground. That's crazy. That is going to be a meta perk. That's going to be meta. Yeah, poise is going to be meta. I think a lot of people are going to run that. Especially, like, Swifts. They're running this perk. Like, who wouldn't, right? You can see the killer every time you go on a gen. Like, the first time, of course, the first time. So imagine 4 people having this perk. Like, or not even 4, just at least 1 is all you need. Anyway, moving on. Blood Rush. Blood Rush now activates for 40, 50, 60 seconds after being unhooked. Previously activated permanently when you were 1 hook away from death. Oh, so that means it activates more. Okay. Blood Rush now deactivates upon performing a conspicuous action. I don't know what that is. And Blood Rush now deactivates when the exit gates are powered. Cool. Cool. I mean, that's good. A removed, Blood Rush no longer heals or provides the broken status effect. That's good. That's good. There's a buff. So it doesn't heal you now. So what does it do now, though? This perk had a lot of effects and an equally strict set of conditions. We have simplified it to focus on the exhaustion recovery. Oh, okay, so it just makes your exhaust go faster. Or like makes you recover quicker. That's pretty good. That's a good combo with other, exhaustion perks. Or with exhaustion perks. To allow this effect to happen more often, Blood Rush now activates for a set duration after you are unhooked. Killers will want to be careful not to chase Blood Rush users after they are unhooked, since they will be harder to catch. Oh yeah, doesn't Blood Rush allow you to use your exhaustion skill twice? I believe so. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it makes you do it twice, but now you don't lose health. Yo, that's God tier. Ooh. That's good. That's crazy. Yeah, this is going to be a good skill. Them to be careful not to chase Blood Rush users after they are unhooked, since they would be harder to catch. This effect will be disabled if the survivor performs a conspicuous action or if the exit gates are powered. Okay. Quick Gambit. When chased, see the auras of other survivors. Oh, so this is a killer perk? Wait, no. Sorry, this is a survivor perk. When you're being chased, you see auras of other people. That's brand new. Okay, that's cool. Quick Gambit now has a 60-second cooldown upon losing a health state. Okay. That's good. That's cool. Reduced repair speed bonus. What? Oh, so they buffed that, or they made it better, like for the person who has that skill. Okay. And removed. Repair speed bonus no longer has a limited range. What do they mean by that? I'm gonna look at the dev note. Quick Gambit previously required survivors to lead the killer towards the generator in order to get any... Oh, okay. This was very risky. Excuse me. Oh, got a burp. It often resulted in the killer chasing those survivors instead. Yep, this perk no longer has a range requirement, and now shows the auras of other survivors. So you can do the opposite. Keep the killer away from them. That is a good thing. I like that. That's a W. That is a W. Okay, keep the killer away from them. To balance this out, Quick Gambit will now go to cooldown upon losing the health state, making it more challenging to keep active. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so basically, if someone is fully healed and they're being chased, their teammates get a boost in their repair. That's what's up. I like that. I like that. But when you get hit, it goes away. Okay, I like that. And it has a cooldown. So you can't just heal up again and then you get it again. No. So, yeah. To balance this out, Quick Gambit will now have to go to a cooldown upon losing the health state, making it more challenging to keep active and providing the killer a way to play around it. Yep, so that's a perfect perk. I think this is the best. This is a top tier update right here. This is a top tier update for the quick gambit. That is top tier. They're doing a good job with these perks so far. Distortion, rework. Distortion no longer has tokens and instead deactivates once used until the next time you are chased. Okay. So wait, it only works when you are chased? Oh no, it deactivates until the next time you are chased. Huh. I'm trying to like think about it, but let me just keep reading. Increase duration to 8, 10, 12 seconds was 6, 8, 10 seconds. Okay, that's good. Excuse me, I was yawning. Distortion counters a lot of perks and add-ons. Okay. It does. The token system and recharge mechanic makes distortion far too effective and allows survivors to go unseen for the entire match. Yep. To limit the effectiveness, we have removed the token system and made it so the distortion only reactivates upon being chased. We have extended the duration slightly to help account for longer or reading effects to compensate. Got it. So basically, the only way for distortion to activate or to happen is if you're chased the first time. Got it. Oh no, it activates the entire time, right? And then when you're getting chased, it deactivates. I see. Okay. That's good. That's really good. I like that. Okay, now I'm starting to understand. So, why do they say deactivate here? Oh, okay. It says deactivates once used. So being chased reactivates it. So when it's used the first time, you have to be in a chase to get it back. Okay, now I'm understanding. Okay, now I get it. Okay, yes, okay. So the first time you automatically have it on. If it gets used, then you have to go into a chase to get it back. I like that. And you have to be in a chase for 12 sec. I think this is no. This is how much. Is this how much time you have to be in there? I actually don't know what this means. What is this duration they're talking about? Is it the duration of like how long your aura is not red? Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is the duration of how long it activates. Got it, okay. Got it. Anyway, moving on. Lucky Star got a minor update. Suppresses grunts of pain and pools of blood as long as you are in the locker. This effect lingers for 30 seconds. This effect lingers 30 seconds for after exiting the locker. Was 10 seconds after entering. Okay. That's good. Remove no longer reveals survivors or generator auras. That's good. I like that. Lucky Star short duration often meant it would wear off before the killer left the area. It will now stay active as long as you are in the locker and linger for a set duration. Okay, that's good. That's a good update. A rework to genetic limits. Holy crap, there's a lot of reworks here. Genetic limits. The rework. Anytime a survivor loses a health state, and don't worry guys, I have timestamps. We have timestamps, okay? It doesn't matter. Anyway, they suffer from the exhaustion for 6, 7, 8 seconds. Okay. So what's going on here? Like, Death Note. Genetic limits previously affected survivors who healed. Excuse me. Which often led to the exhausted effect expiring. Excuse me, oh my god. Before they could be chased. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now I understand what genetic limits. So genetic limits is a killer perk. Okay, got it. I'm over here thinking this is a survivor perk for a second. Anyway, okay, so when they get hit, they get exhaustion. Okay. So it previously affected survivors who healed, which often led to the exhausted effect expiring before they could be chased. It will now apply to survivors who lose a health state instead, but with a shorter duration. This will provide more consistent value, though skilled survivors may be able to outlast the effect. Got it. So it's not the opposite anymore. Okay, it's different now. So they suffer from exhaustion when they lose a health. Good. I like it. Leverage. When a survivor performs an unhook, their healing speed is reduced by 30, 40, 50% for 30 seconds. Okay? When they perform an unhook, their healing speed is reduced. I'm guessing that's a killer perk. That's actually a good counter to what's it called? We're gonna make it or something. I don't remember. Whatever that perk is, where you like unhook somebody and you get like a boost in healing. I'm pretty sure that's like a counter to that. Leverage used to gain strength as the match went on. This made leverage ineffective early on, often only becoming effective when the match was nearly won anyway. Pretty much, we have reworked it to be much simpler and provide consistent value. Leverage now discourages survivors from healing directly under the hook. Nice. It's pretty cool. Thwack. Thwack now starts with 3 tokens. Okay. It's a rework, by the way. Gain 1 token upon hooking a survivor. When breaking a pallet or breakable wall, consume 1 token and cause survivor within 24 meters to scream and reveal their location for 3 to 4 or 5 seconds, depending on your tier. Death Note. Thwack used to only activate once per hook, leading to it often being wasted. By introducing tokens, killers can store these uses for later and potentially use it more than once in a chase. Okay, so now Thwack is actually really good. Like, it's actually useful. So this might be a top perk. Like, low-key, I think it actually might have some use. Machine learning. Oh yeah, this was a crazy perk. I hope they nerf this. Okay, let's see what happens. Change. The most recently damaged generator becomes compromised. Okay. Machine learning previously required you to damage 1 generator to activate it, then another to compromise it. This made it awkward to use. To simplify this, the most recently damaged generator will always be compromised. Only 1 generator can be compromised at a time. Okay, that's good. I like that. I like it. That's way better than the original. Okay, Deathbound. Okay, I've always wanted to use Deathbound. Deathbound was something I was very interested in. What have they done to it? Okay, they removed Deathbound no longer has a distance requirement. Ooh. I like it. Okay, remove. Deathbound no longer has a duration and instead deactivates when the healer is hooked. That's clean. I think Deathbound was like a screaming perk, right? Whenever someone heals somebody, they start screaming. So now Deathbound is going to be strong. It's going to make the healer be found easier. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a meta perk, but it's definitely going to be a good perk. I'm going to use this 100%. Dev note, this perk's range condition made it inconsistent to use. Okay. Yeah, that's true. To simplify it and give it a nice boost in strength, we have removed both the range requirement and the duration. Yep. I think it was garbage at first. That's why I didn't use it that much. But I thought it was a good idea. I found the idea to be good. But, yeah, it just wasn't, like, that good. Oh, Zanshin, major update to Zanshin Tactics? Oh my gosh. Yo. Alright, Zanshin Tactics. When a survivor is within 6 meters of a dropped pallet. Whoa. Within 16 meters of your location, their aura is revealed. Oh, okay, that's brand new. Because back in my day, Zanshin Tactics was used to just look at where the pallets and windows are. But now, it's a different thing entirely. So when someone, also if there's a drop pallet, you can see their auras. Okay, revealing pallets and windows which much less useful. Revealing pallets and windows which much less useful for killers than survivors, since the killer is present every time a pallet is broken. We have reworked this perk to instead reveal survivor auras near drop pallets. This will provide some useful info during a chase and allow for some interesting mind games. I like it. I like the idea. This is better. That is a better version of Zanshin Tactics. Yes. That is awesome. This is genius. This is genius. It's genius. Moving on. Deadman Switch. A minor update. Change. Now applies only to the first survivor who starts repairing. Thank the heavens. This perk is so annoying. I hate Deadman Switch. When I play Survivor and I'm up against someone who uses this mess, bro, you get off the freaking gen, it's a wrap, dude. Like, this perk is overpowered. I think, what's her name? The artist is really good with this perk. But now, they're not going to be as good. But this perk was deadly when the artist had it. Anyway, moving this. Increased duration to 40, 45, 50 seconds. Okay, that is good. Ooh. That's even better. That's a lot. 50 seconds? Holy crap. That's strong. At least it's not everybody, right? That's good. Definitely. Deadman Switch provides a powerful effect, but can sometimes get out of hand when combined with other perks. Yep. We have changed it to activate only on the first survivor who stops repairing to limit how powerful it can be and increase the duration. This is good. I like this. This is a good perk. This is now a good perk. Like, it was already overpowered, but like, oh shit, let me do that. it was already like really strong, but now it's like actually just strong. It's not like broken. For some killers and some perks. Anyway, ooh, okay, Blood Echo's getting update? That's another perk I like to use, on the Legion to be exact. Blood Echo. Blood Echo, they removed and no longer has a cooldown. Okay. I like that. That's good. Change. Reduced duration. Ooh, even better. But they reduce it now. So Blood Echo has previously had a long-ass cooldown, which it did. This felt unnecessary since the requirement of hooking survivors itself spaced out its activations. This has been removed, allowing the perk to activate more frequently and reduce the duration slightly to compensate. That's good because it barely does activate. And that's why I'd never use it ever again. But now I have a reason to use it. Dude, I'm so glad all these perks are getting reworks. I think this is a really healthy thing. Hex crowd control. Okay, what do they do to it? Rework. The last 3, 4, 5 volts, which survivors rush volt, are blocked. Oh, that's nasty. 5 volts. This lasts until the hex totem is cleansed. That's nasty. Wait, so they just get blocked off straight up? That's crazy. In volt-heavy areas, it was possible for survivors to outlast the effect by linking together multiple windows. Going forward, the most recently vaulted windows will be blocked until the hex is cleansed. That's actually crazy. That makes it really strong now. So now you have to break that hex immediately to really get that out of there, because that's a really strong perk now. It's gonna be meta, low key. Predator. When a survivor escapes a chase, reveal their aura for 6 seconds. Okay. That's good. This perk then goes on cooldown for 60 to 40 seconds, basically, depending on the tier. Predator has always caused mixed feelings. Some feel like the tighter scratch marks make tracking easier. Others find finding survivors harder. We have given this a new effect, which will be more useful for all. Those struggling to keep track of survivors will find Predator handy for them giving a second chance. Meanwhile, more experienced players may find some use by intentionally breaking chase. I like it. This is going to be another top tier perk. Killers are going to use this a lot. This is going to be a meta perk, 100%. That is a strong perk. Oh my goodness, that's going to be strong. Okay, we're finally on the killer updates. The big cheese, you know? Whew! Killer updates. Oh, killer updates. Skull Merchant. A medium update. That's something. Decreased hindered penalty when scanned by a drone to 5%. It was 10%. Okay, so basically it's like a nerf, basically. Okay. Remove the Skull Merchant no longer gains haste when scanning a survivor. That's good, because that kind of made her busted. Alright, these two effects combine to create a very huge speed difference between the killer and survivors. We have removed one and toned the other down to a fairer level. The reason why this was overpowered is because guess what the killer can do? They can run, play with your food, and just abuse that, low-key, if you think about it. Anyway, moving on. Change reduced number of drone scan lines to 1 was 2. That's good. Oh, that's actually really good. Dang, she's getting nerfed. Heavy. Phew. Drones are now always in their active state. Oh, that's good. Oh. So you can't, like, take them off? I mean, and scan lines are invisible beyond 16? Ooh. That's good, too. I like the drone. I like that drones are now always in active states. That's really good. I like that idea. Okay, the dev note is being unable to see drone scan lines made them very difficult to play around accordingly. Scan lines will now always be visible when nearby and invisible when out of range. Additionally, we have reduced the number of scan lines per drone to allow for more counterplay. Good. Because 2 of them was kind of strong, low-key. I know the Skull Merchant mains are going to be really pissed, because that's a huge nerf to that killer. Huge nerf. Alright, moving on. Hillbilly. Okay. Change. Decrease time before overdrive starts to dissipate to 8 seconds. Was 15 seconds. Okay. Interesting. Decreased overdrive movement speed to... Okay, so... slower. So we got a little nerf. and buffed at the same time, I think. Decrease overdrive charges gained while revving and sprinting. Okay, increased chainsaw miss attack cooldown to 2.7 seconds, was 2.5. Cool. It's just a minor update. I don't really see anything crazy about this. It's just like a little slight. Dev note, it's been great seeing the Hillbillies rise in popularity. Now that he's had some time to settle, we've identified a few aspects of his new overdrive mechanic that could use some fine-tuning. Overdrive tended to kick in very frequently, staying active for a large portion of the match. Okay? These changes will make the overdrive mechanic a little less common and provide less of a speed boost when it is active. We've also increased the miss attack cooldown slightly to make it harder to follow up a missed chainsaw with a basic attack. Got it. I like that. It's a pretty good nerf to the Hillbilly. I think the Hillbilly was kind of strong. The Twins, minor update. Okay. Change. Okay. Increased Victor's cooldown when crushed to 20 seconds. It was 15. So now that's a nerf. Now it's longer. Another change. Increased cooldown after Victor downs a survivor to 3.2 seconds. It was 2.7. I don't know what that means. Does that mean like... I think it just makes it easier to step on Victor. It just makes him... Yeah, okay. I think that's literally what this is all about. And it makes it... Basically just nerf the heck out of Victor. Dev note, following their update... early this year, the Twins saw a sharp increase in lethality. To keep them in check, we have slightly increased how long it takes for Victor to recover after downing a survivor. We have also slightly increased how long it takes for Victor to become available after being crushed by a survivor to make it more impactful when the survivor manages to pull it off. Yep. I like it. I like the idea. That's a good nerf. The Unknown, minor update. You know, one thing, actually, before I start, I want to talk about one thing about the Twins, though. I feel like Victor should not be able to stand on a hatch. That's another thing. I know no one's going to care, but Victor should not be able to stand on a hatch. It just kills the game. It just because he's already fast enough, he shouldn't have the ability to block off the hatch. That just doesn't make any sense. He's really small. You should not be able to block off a hatch. Anyway, moving on. The Unknown. Excuse me, sorry. I ate a lot of food today. The Unknown. This is the last one, isn't it? All right, cool. The Unknown. New. HUD update to display teleport cooldown and hallucination spawn time. I like that. That's good. I like that. That's a good update. Change. Movement speed now decreases sooner when charging your power. I guess that's fine. I mean that's good for the killer. That's good actually. Change. Increase teleport recovery speed by 15%. I like that. That's good for the killer again. So it's like a buff. Change. Adjustments to blurry photo and vanishing box add-ons. Okay. Change. Improve visual and audio feedback when using UVX. Okay. Cool. Dev note. We tend to revisit killers a few months after they release and see if they need any balance or changes. It turns out the Unknown is already in a pretty good spot and is well liked by players, so that makes her job easy this time around. Tapping the power button can postpone a hallucination from spawning. Okay. but to a survivor, it appears as if you're about to launch UVX. This forces survivors to constantly dodge and lose distance without slowing down the killer. We have reduced the window before the killer slows down while charging their power. This will make it harder to tap the power button without slowing down while focusing on the chase. Oh, I like it. We noticed that the blurry photo add-on is a fan favorite, so we have incorporated part of its effect into the base kit and toned it down to compensate. This will allow more freedom to experiment with other add-ons without missing out. We have also toned down the Vanishing Box add-on, which was on the stronger side, by adding a trade-off increase to hallucination spawn time. Lastly, we've improved the VFX and SFX when using UVX. That's a lot of X's. This doesn't affect balance, but will make it clearer to newer unknown players that hitting survivors with the blast is how you apply weakened and deal damage, not with airborne hits. Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, actual hits do not matter when it comes to unknown. It's about the blast itself. And hey, that's it, guys. That's it for this update. My honest thoughts about the whole entire update, it's a banger. I have no problems with this update. 10 out of 10 update. Best update I've ever seen. The only thing I have to say is, again, Victor needs to be nerfed a little bit. Victor from the Twins. The whole hatch standoff thing, that should not exist. He's literally a small dude. He shouldn't be able to block off a hatch. If anything, to fix that, just have it to where if Victor is standing still, AFKing on purpose so they can stop, people from going into the hatch, they should be able to kick him. That's all I have to say about that. They should be able to kick him, and that will solve everybody's problem. That will literally solve the problem. So yeah, I think that's how we can fix that problem. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm just a regular ass dude / VTuber / golf elf. See you later. If you watch the entire thing, good lord, you're freaking crazy. If you watch specific parts, cool too. Like, comment, subscribe for more reactions to game updates, game live streams, whatever it may be. Yeah, and have a good one. Thanks for watching.